Good evening, everyone. Daniel. I am pulling another reading today. Spirit has called me in. I was sitting there Saturday, it is the 25th of July 2026, trying to have a day off, but I don't seem to have day offs very well. Anyway, I was sitting there on my bed and I decided, you know what? Spirit called me to do a reading. It's been on my mind for a while, or for a couple of days actually. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm here and I'm getting channeled in. I'm getting channeled into this particular reading I just pulled. Okay, I have no idea how this is going to work out, but we're going to go in. All right. So we are dealing with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Two of Cups and the Five of Cups. I shuffled the cards, but this is what's come out, and this is what we're dealing with. Simple as that. So, Nine of Pentacles. Let's have a little look here. Give me a short while, please. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Two of Cups, Tarot card means romantic connection, mutual partnership, emotional harmony, represents a balance coming together, two people, energies or goals. I can work with that. Like that. Regarding that. Okay, it's interesting how that runs into that. Okay. With the 1, 2, interesting reading. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. Interesting. Okay. I'll go back to the 9 Pentacles very quickly. Got it. Right. Okay. Alright. Okay, interesting. Alright, so, okay, I think I got it. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to get this one. Give me a second. Alright, so today's reading, Daniel, has quite interesting reading actually. We have the 5 of Cups with the 2 of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so we're going to start off with the 9 of Pentacles. So this is showing me 2 sides of the coin. Okay, let's talk about both sides of the coin. And what I'm seeing in this is actually showing me a situation where, you know, relationships are coming up here. Relationships are, you know, we look at relationships as a whole, they're quite complex. You know, you've got several different kinds of relationships. So we're talking marital relationships, you know, partnerships, business. There's a lot of independence in this card. This is what I'm getting, okay? Or the need for independence. But yeah, a couple of things are coming in here. First thing is that you may have been in a place, whoever this reading is for, it might be for a bunch of people, but you may have been in a place for a while where, you know, you're feeling quite accomplished is a good word, a good way of saying things. And you know, in that accomplishment we can get comfortable, you know. Life is constantly changing. It's constantly changing from time to time, you know. It always is, we want it or not. It's what we're moving with those changes. Things can get quite stagnant sometimes, and it's that sort of, you know, the fire of, you know, new projects. So I know what it's like to have new projects, you know, new desires, something that sparks your flame and just goes whoosh. Yeah, you know, that all systems go, that burning desire, you know, whether that is for a new lover, someone new to love, whether that's for a new goal, it could just be a new dream, it could just be, you know, you've got a lot of success doing what you've already been doing for some time, and you know, you deserve to give yourself that recognition, give yourself that, yeah, feel into it, you know, look back and, you know, give yourself that, be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, the universe is proud of you, you know, be proud of yourself for getting where you are, whatever that is, you know. We set our mind to something, whatever, you know, life, I've set my mind to a lot of things in life, and, you know, to achieve it, it's an amazing thing, you know, it really is. I mean, you know, when you can actually, sometimes we just get so involved time just goes by without us realizing. And you know, 1 minute, you know, we've got this idea, you know, we've got this sort of dream of, you know, where we want to try and get to, you know, and there's no such thing as a perfect plan. You know, I've tried to plan perfectly for years, and you know, life's life, you know, things happen that are sometimes we don't see, and you know, we don't know parts of ourselves until we look at them. You know, and to give you an example, I left home young at 19, and I had a dream. I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to make a lot of money, and you know, I wanted to help my family. More importantly, I wanted to help my mother, because I know she was, you know, struggling financially. And you know, the dream was just to go out there and make as much money as I can. I got a job. I left home at 19. I went abroad to Spain. I landed in Madrid 2 weeks after my 19th birthday. So, you know, I was young. I skipped going to university. I thought, don't need that. I seen a job on the internet. I earned 70,000 euros a year. You know, only English necessary. No qualifications, just sales. And, you know, I just sort of went with it. And you know, things progress and whatever, but no, getting back to the reading, we can get, you know, the rewards for our hard work can come to pass, and it's good for us to be able to enjoy these rewards, whether they're financial, emotional, but I'm getting a call here with the grief cards coming in. It's telling me that there's loss, or you know, maybe someone's, you know, looking back on feeling where they are today. I mean, I've had a lot of loss, or maybe the card is signifying maybe the end of a relationship, possibly, you know, possibly the end of a relationship, an end of a friendship. This could be marital, it could be siblings, it could be, I'm picking up on a specific situation here, you know, and it's telling me that this specific set group of people, because I don't believe it's just one, I believe there's quite a few. It's happened to me before in the past. It's telling me that you're looking for adventure, you're looking for something new, you're looking for, you know, you stuck your spear in the ground. Yeah, enough's enough. Well, not enough's enough, you know, you've got all the t-shirts, they're in the wardrobe, you proved it to yourself, and you know, you're sitting in the victory. You're in the victory right now. And sometimes victory don't feel like we expect it to feel. I know that myself firsthand, and there's sadness within this, because maybe something's not quite all there. Something's not quite adding it all up, because I'm getting this sort of energy coming from here where there's a need for a new passion. That doesn't mean that, I mean, that could just be work. Work just came through. That could just be work. That could just be a union, a project that's going to spark your interest, because I know what it's like, you know. I mastered, you know, sales, whatever it was, you know, derivatives, financial services, various, over 17 years, and I could jump on the phone tomorrow. I could get a job offer like that and earn money left, right and centre, but I don't want to. Because I don't want to spend my energy there. I've got every t-shirt, I've been around the world, I've lived in over 20 odd countries. I've seen the world. I've conquered the world. I've proved it to myself. I've got the t-shirts, and it's like, you know, fair enough. You know, there was a lot of grief, yeah, and a lot of loss as well. It wasn't all great. I lost a lot of things along the way, but it's all part of life. It's all part of learning. Yeah, no, it's actually, the reading's coming through a bit more clearer now. I'm seeing the need to challenge yourself in new areas, shake things up, whoever you are, whichever is listening to this reading, and that's okay. That is absolutely fine. Refuse to feel guilty. Yeah, you have no need to feel guilty, whoever you are. You belong to yourself. Yeah, nobody belongs to me, and I belong to nobody. I belong to myself. Yeah, the best partnerships are those that are detached, I would say. You know, loving but detached. I'm getting a mix of things coming in here. It's not just one thing. Hence, it might not just be one sort of people, a select few of people I'm speaking to with this specific reading here. But yeah, the need for letting go, acceptance. That's not easy, you know. It's easy to say, accept it. But the actual process of accepting it, well, it depends how much practice you've had, you know. That's something else. Easier said than done, but there is a system around, you know, letting go. And, you know, maybe you're thinking about change, and change can be scary, especially when we're in our zones of comfort. Because when we're in comfort, we know what we're dealing with, but we're also refusing to grow, and that means exactly where we stay. And that is a place that, for me, scary. You know, I don't like to be in the same pattern, the same routine. Boring. That's not what life's all about. You know, not for me anyway. You know, I like to be fearless. Well, it sounds great being fearless, but to be completely honest, there are fears there that we have to look at and we have to, you know, recognize. But we can't let them get in our way. I think a famous quote I heard in life: "Everything you ever wanted was on the other side of fear." It's a really, really good quote, that. But I get it as well. I get it myself, you know. It's like, it's all, you know, it's those systems, those red flags in the system for whatever this is, you know. So there's Two of Cups is that you know you need to, you know you want to, you made your decision. Whoever you are already, your decision's made. Your soul knows exactly what you need, what you want, and it wants that adventure, it wants that new project, that new focus, that new passion, that new romance, that new love, whatever it is that your soul desires. It wants it, and it deserves to have it. You can have it, whatever you want. You just reach out and grab it, and it's right there waiting for you. I'm sure it is. And you know, the past, it's very, very difficult sometimes. But in my experience, when we live up here, it's not a very healthy place to be, because the only way we can experience deep sea diving is by diving in the sea. And yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it's scary. But, you know, nobody says you have to be that spontaneous around this, you know. Have a strategy, have a plan, you know. Speak your truth, live in true essence, be real. You owe it to yourself only. You put in the hard work. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you put in the hard work to get here already. And God knows what you've been through, yeah, to get here today, you know. So, you know, that is the person or the people who out there, you know, are sitting in what appears to be success. Because on the outside, you know, people look at, the way I look at it is, you know, the way this world is, the way this world works. People say, oh, they've got money, oh, they've got a nice house, oh, they work hard, oh, they've got good jobs, oh, they've got a good life. I mean, come on, man, I had it all. Seriously, like I was living a life, and yeah, but it came at a cost. It cost my energy. It cost me not being there for me. Really, you know, it was all an experience. But you know, was I truly happy? Truly, no, I wasn't. Honestly, if you'd asked me back then, I would like, I would probably would have been in denial about the whole thing, and you know, it's hard to see past things when you're going through the storm of the situation. You know, it really is. But deep down inside, you know, and it depends where you are in your life journey. You know, deep down inside, you know what, where you are, and what you truly want. You know, and you know, today we are creators. We are creators. You can create and live, manifest the reality that you want, whatever it is coming in, yeah? And, you know, I'm actually liking this because it's quite an honest spread of cards at the moment, because, you know, it's quite a normal pattern I'm actually seeing here, really. There's two sides of the coin to this reading. I'm seeing the second side. I'll come in with the second side in a minute, but the first side is sort of, I've reached my milestones. There's a lot of success and recognition, self-recognition. I feel good, and you know, there's always space for more. Yeah, there's no such thing as I've made it. I don't think so. I mean, I believe every day is a chance to reassess and reevaluate what it is I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm flowing. You know. That can hurt, that can be scary, you know. I said I won't go into partnerships ever again. If I'm going to open up my own company, which moreover eventually it's a very strong possibility, plenty of ideas, but I'm not carving the way out at the moment. Circumstances are dictating a little bit, but there is that sort of, you know, oh sorry, I think I got the cards mixed up here. Ah! Yeah, I think I did. Wait, oh good gosh. Yeah, no, right, yeah, there is that, yeah. I'm gonna get back, I nearly lost my train of thought there, because the cards are mixed up where they were, but yeah, the pastors are teacher. Yeah, it teaches us. Sometimes we didn't have the wrong idea. We just, you know, it was the wrong time. That's all it was. But the idea was right, but you know, just the people, the situation, the timing of life, you, me, whoever, you know, we weren't ready to receive the fullness of that particular manifestation at that specific point, you know. I think this is a time to own your own, own your own reality, build your reality. You're already a master of it, you've already done it, so that's not an issue. Yeah, that burning desire, I get it myself. I'm on fire at the moment, and you know, I really am. I think mine's more for a loving connection. It's got to be the right connection. I've been through a lot of partners and myself. I know what I want, I know what I don't want, and I'm very picky, very picky. It's got to be a specific quality for me anyway. Apart from that, it's not all about me. I'm liking this. Alright, so moreover, yeah. Okay, so straight to the point with this reading, wasn't it? Don't live in something else is coming through. I get it. Alright, so it's that I get it. Alright, so something else just come through just then, and that's what will people think? Who am I going to hurt? Am I going to hurt anybody? Ooh, there's a bit of that going off. this. Quite a bit of a interesting reading. Okay. Notice well. One second. I'm going to come back to this because this is quite difficult. It's not difficult. I think I've said what I need to say on the fact, you know. It's just you're looking for a new desire. Finished. Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay to old flames die, unfortunately. Work. I love doing my work, you know, whatever it is. Good gosh. Yeah, you're your own master. You belong to nobody, and nobody belongs to you. I belong to nobody, and nobody belongs to me. I live by that. Alright, so, okay, so, yeah. Good gosh, testing reading this one. Okay, the other side of the coin. Other side of the coin here is that, okay, there's those people looking, and I think there's a lot of people. For some reason, this is going to be an easier side of the coin for me to talk about, but it's those people looking for that, you know, sort of long-term stability, but are caught in the middle at the moment with sort of past, past hurts, past regrets, and betrayals. Loving relationships, romantic relationships, partnerships. Yeah, let's get to the point here. That's coming up more than work in this one, way more than work. It's like, you know, you're in a relationship. You're scared about hurting the other person. You're not being honest. You're not being honest to yourself. You're not being honest to the other person, and you know, your soul knows it. You know, but in the world that we live in, you know, there's fear of breakdowns and collapses, and where will I be? And is it easier just to stay in comfortability and alive? Sometimes it can be. It can be easier to stay there. But if you're sort of at the point where you're aware and you're acknowledging it, then on a cosmic level, you're already manifesting a new reality, whether you've stepped into it yet or not. It's a stepping into it part, and how fast you step into that, that's up to you, but there's no rush here. You don't have to rush with anything. Sometimes the best things are just jump in the water. I've had the best experiences just by jumping in the water. But today there'll be a bit more strategy, you know, behind it, for my safety and for the other person's safety as well. You know, I don't want to hurt anybody as much as I don't want anybody to hurt me, because it's not nice. No, it's not. But I think honesty to yourself is more important here, you know. Well, we can be honest to ourselves and the universe. That's one thing. You're going to need courage. Real talk, fam. You're going to need courage in this one, yeah? Because the more we can get caught up in, then there's a cycle. And it's quite a vicious cycle. And then when we're not actually all in and committed, we're not 100% there, whether you want it or not, cause and effect is going to set up a chain of events which effectively pulls us into a place of control and chaos and then manipulation. And then when we get into that game, we're already being pulled into a vortex that we're not 100% in control of, and then behaviours start coming out, you know. And we have to be careful of that, you know. You have to be careful of that. And I think you know that. I think whoever's watching this, you know these things, you know. You do, because you've been at it for a while, and you've got the experience, and you know it's just moving forward. So that is the relationship side. The work side, simple. That's just so much more easier, you know. I mean, again, sometimes there's commitment. You know, there's people out there wanting, you know, your, services. And shall I let them down? Am I going to let them down? You know, and it's that emotional attachment, isn't it? You know, again, you belong to no one, and no one belongs to you. It sounds quite, you know, cold, but it is a good way to be. So I found it a good way for me to be, you know. Yeah, own your own reality, right? That's good. All right, so I think I've spoke quite a lot about that on this reading. I'm going to, wow, yeah, I'm going to leave this reading there for now. I'm going to pull some mermaid oracle, mermaid cards, okay? Okay. Prudence. Interesting. Prudence. Don't be lured by the siren song. So there is something going off. You know what? There's something going off. Wherever you are out there is a situation. It is going off. There is a call for change. You need to step into that change and own your change, okay? Be careful of what's happening around you. There are people around you at the moment who are, you know, potentially going to manipulate you, or in the process of manipulating you, whether that is emotionally, financially, or whatever, okay? Be aware, protect your space, whoever you are, protect your energy field, yeah? Sometimes we have to be a little bit assertive, not aggressive, assertive. And assertive means that no, and no means no, okay? And this is who I am, and this is what I believe, and this is what I stand for, whether you want it or not, whether you like it or not. It's as simple as that. Boom, yeah? Boundary set. Because, you know, when we're finding ourselves with these situations happening, yeah, there's always the nice people, the kind-hearted, the beautiful souls who get taken advantage of, yeah? Happened to me loads, right? You think I'm going to let it happen again? No, I'm not. So, you know, with that in mind, I think you should all be aware of what's happening. No, go for it, do it, listen to your soul. Your soul knows best. Don't even second guess it, yeah? Go for it with burning desire. Burn your flame. Set it on fire, set it so alight, yeah, that anybody around you who can't handle it, well, that's their issue, isn't it? Not yours, yeah? Go for your dreams, go for your desires. Do not hold yourself back, whoever you are, yeah? Own your space, own your reality. You are here to be you, not to fit in for other people. Yes, it's nice to help people. Yes, you may be in a situation, but nothing's set in stone. Not in this universe. Everything's changing, and that is your choice. That is your prerogative. That is your power. That is your desire. That is your ultimate gift from this universe. Use it. Do not let anybody manipulate you in any way, shape or form. You already know what's happening before it's happened. You can feel it. Your inner voice is going to work on you, isn't it? I can feel it. I can see what's going off now. Alright. Protection. Wow. Protection. Keep some aquamarine. Wait 1 minute. My eyes are gone a bit. Wait. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaid tears have been known to create these precious gems. Aquamarine. Okay, alright, got it. So, my eyes gone blurry. I can see that now. So I'm going to read that again. Protection. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaid tears have been known to create these precious gems. Gems. Keep them close. I love gems. I've got tons of them, loads of them, all around. Yeah, they bring great energy. They vibrate with light. They can come in the water with me. They just stick around, yeah. Gems, yeah. Keep them close. Hold them in your hand. They may give you that little bit of support. They give me support, yeah. They're pure, you know. They're there. They align with your body's frequencies, and with these emotional situations happening at the moment, you're going to need, you know, these, you know, what can I say? They're kind of like protection. They are protection. They protect our field. They protect our energy field. They give us that harmony. They give us that vibration. You know, they help us stay in that place of peace and calm, which is important. That is where we need to be vibrating and operating from. It's very, very important. So yeah, keep these close, keep these around. Maybe have a sea bath. I like sea baths. I use sea salts, I use Himalayan salts, sometimes sea salts from the Dead Sea. And I take certain gems and crystals in with me, and the candles, and just sit down. And I haven't had one for a while, to be honest with you, but I did. There was a period of time where I used to do it, and you know, I like to get back to getting to do that. So that's maybe nice. Spend some time around water, you know. Maybe take a walk if there's any water around. Go make friends with it. Dip your feet in, you know. Say hello. Good. Keep some precious gemstones around. And we've got another card coming out. Perseverance. Perseverance. Don't give up. Just don't give up. Don't give up, you know? Don't give up. I like that. Because within all of this, we can start manifesting. We can start that energy chain. We can start that, you know, rising, the energy moving in a direction we want it to move in. You know, we're going to get challenges, yeah? We're going to get people, we're going to get situations, we're going to get our own mind, our own past experiences. We're going to get a lot of stuff happening, yeah, that may deter us from doing what we want to do, that ultimately our soul's flame is on fire for. So, you know, don't give up. Do not give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. I, myself, talking about, I never give up. Ever. Never. I've been through some challenging times. It's not all about me just reading today. But if I could just give you a quick one on that giving up, don't do it. I see so many people do it. It's not a pretty picture. You're going to implode. You're going to stagflate. You're going to stop caring. You start taking it out on yourself. Start acting out. Things going to get a little bit not pure, you know. Do not give up on your dreams, on your desires, on what you want and what your soul wants to create. Stay the course. You are the master of your ship. You drive your ship. You guide your ship. Ask for higher guidance and protection. It's all around you. It's there. Keep your energy field clean. Keep it clean. And don't give up. Okay? Right. I think on that note, I'm gonna wrap this reading up today. Okay? Just want to say it's been my pleasure being present, being here, being able to deliver this message today. And whoever you are, wherever you are in this world, I send you nothing but love and light and good fortune. Okay?